Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another From the Depths video. In this video, we're going to be continuing the construction for the 36 gun frigate we started in the last video. We're going to be completing the rest of the hull, as well as through that working on the tumble home, as well as getting the deck shear. We're going to be taking a look here at the Bermuda's Curse to sort of demonstrate how it works. So, taking a look here, we can see that parts of the ship are angled up, and this is what is called the shear, or the deck shear of the ship, and it creates a nice looking curve. And this is accomplished via spin blocks, of course. So in the middle here, there's a little box where I've sort of stuffed these spin blocks, and really helps sell the overall look of the ship, in my opinion. I think it gives it a lot more character or life to it. Of course, this does involve spin clipping, but personally, I don't really mind it at all. And I usually don't have many issues with it. But we will try to see what we can do at the stern here. Sometimes it does get a little weird, such as here. I think I just forgot to smoothen that out there. But it can get a little bit funky with getting the transition to be right. But typically, I just do this sort of strategy where I just do a straight up and down slope, and it allows me to sort of meld the angled part of the ship right down into the hull. So we'll be doing that first, and then from there we'll be accomplishing the tumble home. Now I'm going to have to go back on my word from the last video. I do like to adhere to the block grid system, as it makes things a lot easier. But I had to compromise a little bit. So the gun ports I like to make physical or real in a sense. Um, I know it's possible to just stick like a black square on top of the slope to make it look like a hole, I guess. But I want it to be an actual hole. I think it gives a lot more sort of dimension to it. So the compromise to that is using angled slopes, using deco and or mimics, and I of course use mimics, but you can use whatever the hell you want. Um, but I think that it's the easiest method for getting these gun ports to um, be real. It does create a little bit of inconsistency. We can see that the angles are a little bit off here on the edge. However, I think it's small enough to uh, be pretty negligible, so I don't really mind it. But I'm sure somebody more of a perfectionist than I am could go in and probably smoothen those out. Uh, so, sort of getting into how this works. Of course, it's a normal slope here. This is just a straight. And then all it is the slope just follows this bottom curve. So I continue the slope. I just bring it this way, and I follow that curve. So there's no weird stuff necessarily. There's still a good method to it, but it does involve just angling. That's it. And then you can see up here that this curve for the top deck here, this just gets brought straight down, right down into the sloping, and it creates a good little transition here from the tumble home into the more blunt or flatter side of the bow section. And this same principle applies to the stern section as well. So we can see it's just a little bit longer, of course, but still the same thing. So the slope just continues, it follows, and then the top is just brought straight down. And how that sort of plays into the gun ports is it makes it easy to where I can just make this piece down here a giant slope. Like the whole slope here is just one big piece, like a 4 meter section. And then I just skip this block, and then I do a 3 meter section, and then I skip that block and do another maybe 2 meter here since this is a smaller segment. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So let's roll right into making this real. So continuing off, we want to get the spin block shear going right away, as everything will be placed on top of those sub objects. So I'm going to go ahead and use a metal frame here, sort of like a little backbone to assist in possibly any combat this will go through. I'm just going to use this, and I think about right here, maybe a little bit back. I'll just do a 3 meter. Yep, I think that should work out fine. I'm going to do the spin block here, and then going aft. So like how we sort of explained before, the midsection, the widest point, is usually more forward than the stern. Sorry, than the like average midpoint of the ship, like your center of mass, for example. And with that, the midsection is also usually the flattest part, so it's not going to be angled in any sort of way. So with that in mind, we're keeping this sort of midsection flat, at least from maybe here up to here. So I think we'll be fine starting our shear. I think right here will be good. So we'll do that. I'm gonna make it covered a little bit just to give it a little bit of armor, just to help it out. Just so, because doing this, if the spin block gets shot off, there goes half the ship, and that's not very good. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna lock it just so it doesn't get affected by AI in the future. And I'll do an upright one just so it's not a pain in the ass to work on all of it. So I'm gonna edit this one here, and I'm gonna rotate it to maybe, I'll do 2.5 degrees. Oh, wrong one. I need to edit, where'd it go? This one. So I'll do 2.5 degrees. Oh, we gotta make it negative. Boom. There we go. And I'm gonna continue that metal frame. Going back. And then I think I would like to place that maybe I'll do it a little bit further back. Yeah, that should work. I'll do it like this. It's all about proportions. It's gonna look random, but trust me, there is a method to it, sort of. none that I can really sort of explain, but it's really it just comes down to proportions. So I'm gonna place another one here. We'll lock this. We'll angle it negative 2.5 degrees. Oh, sorry, I put it the other direction, so it's actually positive. Just kidding. Moving on. Do an upright one, just so we don't have to look at it funny. And we'll just continue this back just a little bit. Cool. Now we'll go forward now. Do the same thing. Same thing here. Lock it. Do 2.5 degrees. Oh, sorry. I forgot the upright one. Boom. Bring that forward. Cool. And this will sort of serve as a foundation for what we'll build off of. So now that that is out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this forward and back. So I'm going to bring this up to here. This is where the spin block is. Same thing with this. And moving that. And now kind of, yeah, there we go. So this might seem a little bit weird at first, but it'll blend in, I promise. And then continuing with this tumble home. 3 blocks in between. Cool. And I'll sort of put a beam behind it. That's all good. Awesome. So it's sort of starting to take shape here. Next, we will outline it, but on the sub objects instead. So I'm going to put that in neutral color. We're going to remove this sort of structure that's here as well. So do that to blend it in. Cool. All right. Now we're just going to kind of trace this a little bit. Get this to be the same as here, and then we'll just remove that. Remove the piece that's currently here on the base structure. Awesome. We'll remove this. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to do a 3-meter beam just so we're not spin clipping. It's spin clipping. I don't want to do it as I want to avoid it in places where I can. I'm not that bad. There we go. What's going on here? Why is this still here? Why are you still floating? What are you stuck on? You're not even attached to anything. I don't understand. That's weird. Why won't you go away? Oh, I see. You are attached to something. Cool. That lines up fine. I'm not going to worry about that. So there is the bow section. I think that curve works out just fine. Now I'm going to do the same thing working on the stern section. Move this in there. I'm going to create a little temporary beam here, or actually, yeah, I'll create a little beam. Some green. Cool, that blends in fine. 3 meter. Put 3 meter there. Cool. Yeah, that works. What I do want to do is I want to get started down here as well. So I'm going to bring this out. Start doing this sort of base to it. I guess we'll follow what we did down there. Trying to avoid single blocks, that's why I do this weird 3 meter beam stuff. I don't like single blocks. Somebody told me a long time ago that I made my build entirely out of single blocks. And it, for, like, they told me it was lagging their game. And it made me forever afraid of using single blocks in my builds. That blends fine. That's fine, I'll use a 4 meter. And I don't know why I feel better doing this sort of staggering pattern too. Feels nice. Single block. I don't like that. There we go. That's better. That is good. Part of me thinks I made the freeboard too high, but you know, we'll see. We shall see. I think I should have made it 2 blocks, possibly. I don't know. This is what it is. Yeah. So let me delete this stuff. Oh, there goes the whole thing. That's fine. It can go away for now. I guess I'll hold off on deleting this until I finish off the rest of it. Completely attached to this boy. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We will make it work. I was thinking I wanted the quarter gallery to be at this level, like the windows to be up to here, but I'm fine with making them sort of at this level here. I think that'll create a good effect. So let's bring this out. Bring this out. And yeah, there we can already start to see what I'm talking about here. So this straight slope just goes straight down into the hole here. And it'll create a nice little effect for us. So continuing on. We'll do 3 meter. And what I would like to do is, as we were doing before, we wanted to sort of set ourselves up to continue this slope. So I guess what I should do here is I will do a 3 meter to 4 meter. Oh, that actually works out pretty nicely. Better than I thought. That actually lines up almost perfectly. Okay, cool. Nice. I'm going to do a 2 meter. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe a 2 meter offset? Maybe? Possibly? Yeah, it's gonna get a little bit weird. I think it'll be okay. I think we should be okay. I'm going to do... Yeah. 2 meter, 4 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. 3 meter to 4 meter. Will that work? I'm not sure. I think so. I think so. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. This is one of those things, this is one of those parts of the builds, it's like, just gotta mess around with it and find out. Which, you know, there's that part of builds in all places, so I don't have an issue with it. I wish I could say I have a direct method on it, but not always. Okay. I think that should work. And then if I want to... Yeah, okay. We'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do. Why are you floating? Oh, that's why. There we go. Yeah, you know, I think that works. I think that's a nice curve to it, and the freeboard is growing on me. I believe that should be okay. I'm gonna live. I'll work with it. We might have a good result here. I'm gonna do the bulwark a little bit just to play around with the looks of it. So we wanted to do some guns here at the top. I think I want to start here, start there. Just want to do that. And I think with how thin this is, I don't want to do any more decks on top of this, so I'm probably just going to leave it as a single block of height, just a single meter height of bulwark of work. bulwark. Continue it this way. Yeah, that works fine. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Just to kind of give an idea of what we want it to look like. But I think that should be just fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think the stern galley will just be a little bit high up, but I think honestly that'll work. And then I'm gonna bring this out like before. I don't like single blocks. Use a 3 and a 2. There we go. That works. Nope. 4. I guess I'll have to use them here. Just a little spin clip, no big deal, no big deal. I don't have an issue. I do not have an issue. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I keep second guessing myself on the amount of freeboard. I normally do 2 blocks, and now it's messing with me because I did 3 this time. Trying something new. Yeah. I know what we can do instead of these as well. We'll just we'll use that. Boom. Okay. Well, that works out fine, doesn't it? Gosh, that freeboard. Keep filling this out. All nice and smooth so far. I think what I'll do here, what I can do here, I'll just bring that up. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. That looks just fine from far away. My only concern is that it might be too thin. No, it's fine. I need to keep going with it. We'll do this whole sort of rabbit hole thing. Kind of do that just so plan ahead here with the gaps. Did that work? No. No. Fuck. Okay. Because I want this, Maybe I do a 2 meter offset? No, but then there's that. Shoot. Shoot. If I just continue it like I'm doing. Just like that. And then we'll remove the other one instead. Well, maybe. Because I'm not going to be too worried about it, honestly. Because I know the stern galley should help cover some of this up. Okay. No. I want this up one more. I want it to be 2 blocks there. I'll remove that in a second. Yeah, that'll work better. Just so it'll line up better with this deck, and also this angle changes is supposed to be typically at the deck level. This is where like the windows would begin. This is just the base of that stern galley here. That's fine, yeah. But I do wish This is that sort of puzzle. This is that puzzle, I tell you. Can I do this? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Or even better yet. Which way? Yeah. Better yet. I think that works. That's fine. That's not really noticeable. That blends in. Especially once this paint as well is a dark color, I think that'll work just fine. That will work just fine. Cool. Now I gotta do this side. Shoot. Okay. Okay. I'll use this. Okay. What did I do here? Oh, that's right. Yep. No, what was that? 2 meter offset, wasn't it? Yep. 2 and then 2 to 3. Other way. Yep. 3 to 4. There it is. Just to sort of get that matching color. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll make some room here for the, No! We'll make some room for the rudder. There we go. Cool. I'm happy with that. I'm satisfied so far. And what we'll do is we'll copy this real quick and then go here. See how that blends in. That works fine. I think the freeboard will also work nicely with the sails too, because the sails might create a lot of heel or cause the ship to tip over quite a bit, at least sometimes. I don't have an issue with it all the time. The curse works out fine as well, but it can come up, so it's kind of nice to have some extra freeboard space. I gotta do some weird stuff here. Other side. Oh. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. And we don't have to worry about this, like I said before, unless you want to deal with it your own way. But I think that'll work just fine, because we will have the aft stern galley here, which will it'll be able to cover this up. So no worries, no worries. Right. So now that we have the deck shear out of the way, it's time to go into the fun mess that is the tumble home. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll actually bring this up. Ooh. I don't like that too much. I don't know if that'll work. I think it's too much of an angle difference there. I might have to split it up. No. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'll try this. And maybe it'll be covered. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be covered. It'll be covered. It will be fine. All is well. All is well. And cool. People are gonna hate me. I'm going to use mimics for this, but frankly, I don't care. I think it's easier for myself, and it doesn't really bother me in battle or anything. What the hell? What tomato done? Oh. Yeah, that's right. That's how it is. Okay. Cool. The angle for 6 meter long. I'm gonna use triangle generation. No, calculation. It is 1 width, 6 height, I think. Does that look right? Maybe I'll swap it. Yep, that's right. That is correct. Oh, it's in here too? I thought it was only in the deco menu. Cool. I like that. I'm gonna roll this that way. Actually, that way. I'm gonna make this 2 meters wide. 0.5. I'll make it actually a little bit more just because that is funny hypotenuse stuff. And just like that, we'll do 5. That works for me. And then a gun will be here. Why are you... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna bring you... One meter across. We'll do 0.05. Okay, so this hole isn't quite a meter wide. Okay, I see why. Yeah, just because the spin block shear does cause it to go back maybe like a sixth of a block. And then what I want to do. I will. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay. I'll edit this one. Just make it 2. And now we should see. Yeah. A gun will be able to fit there. Should. Oh, I made this a 10 meter slope. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, makes more sense. I'm gonna bring this is that okay. Oh. Wait, no. I made it 8, didn't I? I made it 8. Yeah. That's fine. That's not fine. That doesn't work. Okay. 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 Why don't we try something? Let me copy this. Where's this? It's on the main constructor. Delete you. Yeah. I think that works. I think that works. we'll continue the slope. We'll keep going. Where was it? Here? Yeah. I'm gonna put a block there. Don't worry, I'll fix all the colors later on. Make it all nice and pretty. For 4-meter slopes, it's 14. Yeah, I'll bring it in just a little bit. 2.9, 2.8, boom. Just like that. It's looking nice. Cool. Moving on. Over to this one. Put you there. Make you 1 block wide. And I think for 2-meter slopes is 26.5. And I'm not gonna actually use the full block. I'm gonna cut you down in half. I probably could just use a single block, but that's fine. Because it's going to come down and it's going to meet there, and I'm not going to have any issues. Yeah, you go to the left. And then you go down, just getting back up. Awesome. Yep, a cannon will fit there. And then what we can do is we can actually start bringing this down with normal blocks. Awesome. We'll have to do some fuckery with that. A little deco block, but that's fine. And I think what I'd like to do here is doing a 2-meter yeah. I'll do a 2-meter wide, 1 meter to 2 meter. Just so it looks nicer. Nice. And now we can see it has that sort of flaring effect, as would a normal ship of the time, to kind of help break up those heavier seas. Very nice. What I can also do is I'll bring this down by 1 block. That works out just nicely. So you can see how this works. I literally just bring the top slope straight down, and it will create a nice little effect here. We'll have to bring this down further, I think. Or maybe that should work. I think that should work just fine. But we will have to do it here. So I'm going to create Wood downslope. I'm gonna use a 4-meter downslope, and I'm gonna cut it quarter. And bring back 0.5. Ooh, how does that work? Is it 375? It is 375. I knew it. 675. Nope. 5. Nope. 6. 3. 625. Yep. Cool. There it is. I knew it. I knew it. Well, that works out fine. And of course we can fill in these gaps here too. This. Of course you're not connected. You will be connected. I will connect you in a second. You by 0.5. And what was the angle of this one? 9.5. 9.5. I'm gonna adjust you a little bit. Bring you out. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, they're not the same. They are not on the same plane. Got it. Okay. Well, I might just do a little bit of fuckery here. I'm gonna angle it instead. So it works. That's close enough. That works. That works fine. And I'll kind of just put a little thingy there for now. Cool. I'll do the same here. Put a little thingy there. I'll copy this. This will be angled 14. Almost. Nope, wrong way. 0.05. Correct. Why are you off? That's not right. I don't understand. Cool. That's fine. That works. That'll work. That'll work just fine. Yeah, see that? That's looking good. I like that. And we'll make it a little nicer too. Let's put a little slope here. $2.5. Yep. Fill these in. Nice. See, that's That's coming out. That's looking good. Next, we will... I'm going to go ahead and mirror it. Cool. Now, that is the other side completed. And that is... Well, hold on, actually. You wanted a gun here. A teeny tiny little gun. And I think we can arrange that. I'm going to delete that. Oh yeah, you know what? This was temporary. I'm gonna put an actual bulwark here, or like decoed siding, instead of using the full blocks like this. So once we fill in the deck and everything, I'll actually get to doing that. But for now, just focused on the tumble home here. So, moving on to the stern, we're going to go ahead and work on the same thing. So let's down slope 2, split by 5. That by down. That works good. Same thing over here. I'm just gonna move this down. Perfect. And the next one is here. is rotated 14. And I think that gun should still fit, so I'm not too worried about it. Yep, that works fine. Right. And then what do I want to do here? I'll probably just put an attachment for this one. Why aren't you connected? Oh, because I'm silly. I put you there. I'm going to fix you. Oops. I like that. I like that. Raise you up by 1. Same thing with you. Do not be put on hovering blocks that don't exist. Cool. And then, simple as that, we can just bring this straight down. Excellent. Oh, a stink bug just landed on my finger. They're not actually very stinky. They don't stink at all. They just kind of chill out. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Oh, what have I done to myself here? Okay. This might be a little interesting. So I did the same thing where I split it up in the front on the slope. Silly me. So it's going to be a little bit weird, where we might have to split up the slope, which is kind of annoying. But that's okay. We'll work with it. It's a learning experience. How much is this? Is this 8? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's 8. Okay. Actually, it might be simple. It may... Yeah, you know what? It'll work. It'll work. It shall... Wait. No, I'm silly. What am I doing with the 4-meter slopes? Split down 4. Do it in half. Yeah. Yeah. This is where it gets interesting. What about a 2 to 4? I don't even know if that'll work necessarily, because we still want to do the stern galley. Want to make room for it. So maybe... Oh! You know what? I don't know, actually. Might not work the way I wanted. I normally don't run into this issue. But screw it. I'm gonna make you 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're a single block. I don't like you. And I'll make you 6 as well. Wow! Hooray! That way, this lines up. Oh, jeez. Now I don't have to deal with that. Because that would have been silly. And I think I'm fine with just doing this. Boom! Maybe not. Maybe at 2 meters. Because what's going to happen is it'll come out of here and it'll do its thing. It'll come back there. It'll do all that stuff. You'll see later on. We'll get to it. Eventually. For now, wood done. Slope 2 meter. Multiply that. That's not right. Is that 7? No. I am silly. I did a 7. Silly me. Silly, silly me. Okay. You know what, though? I'm okay with that. I'll go 7. I don't care. I will go 7. I'll paint you as well. Okay. That should work out fine. And then I'll do that. No. No. Okay. An idea. An idea. Delete that. Go back to you. Bring you to normal size. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm okay with that. then what I would like to do down meter 2, down 2 meter. I'm losing my mind here. We'll do 14. That should work. Gun port there. And a gun port here. Giving us just enough room for that stern galley as well. Now let's make it look pretty. Which, well, we can do. Ooh, you're weird. Okay. Yeah, I have a solution. I'm going to use... Oh. Oh no, that's fine. It's 3 meter. Like, divided by half. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking a 4 meter slope. But no, I don't need to. I don't need to. It's okay. And you know, it doesn't need to be exact. If anything, I can adjust the scale of that block there. But that works fine. That works out just fine. Now, I need to... Oh, you have a little gap as well. Gosh, damn it. Okay. Wait, what would... Oh, I can't math. What is 1/6? Oh, jeez. Does 6 even fit into 100? Hold on. 1 divided by 6. Ooh, it's 1/666666666. Oh, jeez. No. Whatever. That works fine. Awesome. Yeah, that looks like a nice looking tumble home so far. And now I'm just going to copy it to the other side. And there we have it. We now have the tumble home created for this ship so far. I'd say it's come out pretty well. Of course, as with the previous point I had in the last video, if you decide that you feel like you want to smooth this out even more, you can add another little like deco or mimic like half slope maybe in between here, and then just carry it forward. Same method. But I think that'll wrap it up for this video at least. I do want to change the colors. I think it's time to do a little bit of a color change to make it shine a little bit. So let's maybe take the shininess away out of there. I think -2 is fine. I'll do like a brown like that. Maybe a little more orangish. And then for the green, I'll do like a black. And then for the blue, maybe I'll do like a white or something. Maybe we can do more of like a royal navy color. That might work. Creating a Royal Navy frigate here, possibly. Perfect. Of course, we'll probably we'll mess around with the colors later on and create what we want towards whatever sort of sovereignty we want to do. But as for now, I think that'll work out just fine. So, thank you guys for watching. I will do the next episode probably on completing up the decks. Just kind of filling out the inside a little bit, getting the decks in place, doing the bulwark, and we may or may not move on to doing either the stern galley or the bow B kit. So, yeah, I think that about does it. So, again, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.